certainly going to keep these numbers even.
It's a doable retake, especially with this fake tap. They thought there would be maybe one more coming through. Molotov back to the pillar. Bomb's going to be planted now. Spinks under a little bit of trouble. And now it's tough for them to find a way to get away into safety. They're going to have to battle.
Oh, it's Flames, and he falls to m0NESY. Scoreline tied up yet again.
So worried about the fast retake. They got frozen in the open. Exactly what G2 wanted them primed and ready.
But, you know, maybe you ought to keep your sister from playing with matches.
We'll pay for the boat.
I think Stewie gets a little distracted by the first player. He saw the shoulder and wanted to go a little bit deeper.
Well, let's want to stay more or less.
But it's all good. He's got Nexa and m0NESY in the clutch to back him up.
Well, I'm a strong swimmer. You know that helps when your boat sinks.
George. Oh, she's got that look in her eye. We better go over there before she starts.
All right, here we go, baby. Getting frisky with it. However, resources not at the B bomb site, which is now poised to be under attack.
Stewie has to defend this. He has to slow them down at least, but he oversteps. He jumps up into the open. Vitality rip him apart, and now they're into the site. They're charging in together, and m0NESY Sniper connects on the ZywOo. Big shot from Flames. This opens up the site for Vitality, and they are steamrolling their way to 14 rounds here.
Yeah, this one's out of control now. Oh man, Vitality, you have to imagine coming in overtime was just like, we're just gonna hit this B bomb site time and time again. Maybe they stop us once, but not twice. Definitely not 3 times. He go with the flank, but that smoke is gonna stall him out.
Yeah, smoke does cause a couple of problems. He did see m0NESY go across into the right side. You can at least confirm that to Nexa to look at that spot, but Nexa is gonna deal with multiple targets. NiKo still taking fights and taking names through these smokes. The time is starting to tick, and m0NESY decides to deal with him. A much better T-side performance in overtime than they were able to put up in regulation, and Vitality will lead the way out of the first half.
Yeah, great fortitude from Vitality to reset just as overtime began. They'd lost 7 in a row to stumble into overtime. Calm right back down and deliver 2 out of 3 rounds. So G2 now switching over to their T-side.
We were just talking about you.
Oh, this is what happens to a fellow with you on his lap. Hop on.
They only had 5 rounds, G2, on their T-side.
They've been here before, even on Inferno. It looked like Vitality was going to edge it out in overtime 1, and G2 were able to come back, force it into double OT. And from then on in, we're able to close it out. I hope for a similar story here. m0NESY needs to be careful that that flashbang doesn't connect onto him. He dodges the flash, good positioning, and he still gets away with his life.
Just barely, 4 HP, but he gets to keep the AWP and sit back and be more supportive. However, on the T side in regulation, we saw him so many times be an important factor in terms of trading kills, providing openings, providing entries. That's not an option for him any longer with his health. Nexa gets wrecked. Stewie's next up.
Yeah, Stewie not able to get away with his life. Vitality staying ahead, but NiKo, he's had a lot of smoke kills over the last few rounds. Learned a thing or two from the smoke criminal. Flames looks to deny that plan, but he can't stop it. G2 put the bomb down. Hunter follows though, and Apex straight through that smoke deals with the threat of NiKo. The defuse will come in, Vitality up to map point, and once again, we are staring at a 3-map grand final.
And it feels like they've regained control. It feels like they've regained their composure. They had 7.
Trying the new Taco Bell Cravings menu so you don't have to, but spoiler alert, you should because it's so good. This 3-cheese chicken flatbread melt looked so delicious, I just had to try it. It's filled with the yummiest combo of chicken and cheese and chipotle sauce. This is definitely a must try.
3, it was one hell of a comeback from G2. But unless Stewie can have one of the most ridiculous moments in Counter-Strike history, we're heading to Nuke, and Vitality find their composure. The experience shines through, and they bring this grand final to 3 maps.
What do they have in store for us here? First 2 maps went to overtime in both of them. Nuke can be just as much of a brawl.
First fight looks to be towards Hut. Molly goes in, smoke out towards main. It is going to be this attack for G2 into the upper bomb site, and Vitality, they've got a setup designed to deal with it. ZywOo at the back of the site, Apex dishing out death, but it's only 1 kill for Vitality. Everybody else fails to step up, and G2 come crashing through this upper bomb site.
Still winnable for Vitality. Spink's gonna look out. He's gonna start going a little bit early. G2's not aware of this just yet. Haven't spotted him. That's the shot they needed. Oh! But Hunter, triple kill in the pistol.
That is some snappy headshots from Hunter out to that 2nd kill on the rafters.
And he was absent. He was struggling on Anubis on map number 2, but map 1, Hunter's performance was incredible. If they get him here on Nuke, the game changes.
It does feel like G2 need the recipe of Hunter, NiKo, and m0NESY all to deliver like they did on Inferno if there's any dream of lifting that shield at the front of the stage later today.
Hunter plays a little bit more of those lurky kind of roles as Stewie takes more entry duties, right? And in that position on Nuke, you can be so impactful and so effective. If they get him switched on in those situations in this game, Vitality's gonna have a tough time handling it. 2nd round bye. Scout on Apex. A pair of MP9s.
What's going to be very exciting as this game goes on is that ZywOo-NiKo fight outside. Stewie was missing a lot of outside smokes earlier in the competition. I'm assuming he's going to have perfected those by now. But, you know, NiKo was just so incredible outside for this G2 squad, and he's got to go up against the very best.
Both teams have very strong defenses on the outside portion of the map.
Look at this play from G2, though. They found their way through to this upper site with ease. m0NESY detects the first. ZywOo's Deagle chimes in, and Vitality somehow have an extra player, but that's shortly lived because Nexa gets involved in a couple of kills towards main. m0NESY will assist him in doing so, and now with 55 seconds left, Apex from heaven. Hunter now considers that possibility. He'll stop Apex, a gap in the smoke, but it's still covered off by G2.
Costly, but they're cool with it. 2-0 start. And this one should be a little bit easier. ZywOo's picked up a Deagle. But it's not a whole lot behind a couple upgraded pistols.
It's about to be the idyllic 3-0 beginning for G2.
Well, don't jinx it, Dinko.
Believe in the power of the squad right now, Jason. m0NESY's pushed forward with that Deagle. Nex is in a strong position to deal with any aggressive maneuvers towards him. And as he's doing so, G2 are sending a couple of players down secret. m0NESY considers the push play, and Apex is taken out. They don't even have to commit down lower, anticipating maybe the early control that they've got outside would have rotated Vitality players heavy, and they would be right in assuming so. So G2 are going elsewhere. And oh, Nexa not going to check for m0NESY. That's one upgrade now available. It is only a MAC-10 for m0NESY.
Yeah, that's what happens when you don't check all the details. And here comes a little bit of a secret push. Now, the really worrying thing here, if there's going to be something worrying pop up and creep up, is that m0NESY has the bomb in garage and a little bit isolated. If they're able to kind of cut him off from his team in reinforcements, that could be a weird situation to handle. G2's being patient though, and the play is made before the trap is sprung.
.30 seconds, that's all that's left here for G2. They could walk into some chaos. m0NESY's Deagle will go down. ZywOo climbing heaven. Hunter has it covered. And Spinks now locked outside. G2 will put that bomb down, will confirm themselves a 3-0 start on the T side of Nuke.
Yeah, really well managed from G2. Good pause in the middle of the round. Heads up from Stewie, watching for that push. And Spinks might just try and grab a rifle on the exit. That's the only play he's got, and it's not even a thought in m0NESY's head to let it happen. 3-0.
Interested to see what the first call from NiKo is going to be. What this first T-side gun round up against the full buy of Vitality is going to look like. Next to the blow, Squeaky, m0NESY. Oh, good grenade lands right at the feet of Spinks, and he nearly goes down because they tapped a bullet that way too. That could have been a big opener. All right, Stewie.
He can do it.
We believe in him.
Believe.
The first test of the outside smoke here in the grand final. Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
We don't like that.
But he still has it. Nope,
We don't like that.
And
There we
eventually,
go.
will it land?
Third time's the charm. And he's got
it's
it.
Good. North Americans can throw nades. Now under a minute left. NiKo goes through that smoke. Caught looking the wrong way. Apex easily collects that. He knows NiKo is going to be up to his old tricks, but Hunter will avenge his cousin. And he wants a little bit more from that as well.
Oh, did he spot that?
Oh, ZywOo was very quick. Now he spotted it. Hunter with that tap. It's ZywOo dead. And we're getting the Hunter from Inferno. m0NESY falls at the door, and he's not the only thing that falls. That bomb dropping right in front of the eyes of Spinks.
Oh, Hunter's wrapping around though. Hunter's gonna come up towards heaven. This timing on it, and this is everything. Flames is coming up the ladder just now. Oh, offered up to Hunter. One more in Raptors.
Mezzy off the top. Oh my God, he's got it back. Mezzy flips this back. Another heroic moment from Mezzy.
Oh, that's so deflating for G2. That round is so well constructed. Hunter does everything right, but Mezzy is just a force. And just like the ace on Anubis, it comes at a critical moment where G2 can build such a lead. First time out from Vitality. They didn't like how that played out at all, even with the victory. Money's a little bit busted.
That has got to be a massively deflating round for G2. Hunter looked like he had done so much outside, climbing up heaven, getting that kill on Flames, and somehow Mezzy has a little bit more in him.
Two of the best teams in the world that we have on the stage, both of them with slow, disappointing starts to 2024, both of them trophyless this year.
After winning so many last year.
IEM Cologne last year for G2 was the last one. One of these two teams is going to be lifting their first trophy of the year.
Understandable for Hunter. A frustrating round indeed. Stewie's back to it. Make sure he doesn't lose that smoke underneath the car. He's given a lot of responsibility here to Stewie to throw all the smokes. He's got 3 of them beside him. And he's proven to us he can do it. First is out. That jump throw a little better now. And it always makes me a little nervous, Jason, but he's going through the motions.
He's so focused.
Tuck yourself in there. And we'll play along with Stewie. These smokes all land at different times. They'll all fade away at different times because Stewie is taking a long time to throw these smokes out.
I've never seen him this focused.
Oh, he's going to re-smoke again. He's got all the smokes. This is a Hey Future Pros moment. The wall constructed again. And the crowd love it.
It's all a fake though. This is going to be a hit at the upper bomb site, and Vitality does not seem fooled. Spinks and Mezzy are here. Apex is down low. ZywOo's outside. First kill goes smokes against Stewie, and Mezzi once again holds them at bay.
Spinks off the top height, off the top rope, sinks 3, and Spinks is still alive. He can get even more, but overextends his head, but he's got ZywOo, the best teammate you could ask for, nipping in behind to protect Spinks on the top height, and Vitality do not bite on that outside fake.
Yo, but real talk for a moment. Stewie's throwing the smokes and hustling over to be the entry player, first one out HUD as well. He has got a big job to do on that tactic. It's 3-2. Again, Mezzi providing impact at this upper bomb site, even though it's only 1-for-1. Buys Spinks some time to get comfortable. The flashbangs to fade away, and he's got some easy kills.
G2 are forced down to play with nothing.
You know, it's the other side of the conversation. G2 with the stand-in, yeah, it takes away the expectations and some of the pressure on your shoulders entering the tournament.
Okay, m0NESY attempts a stylish moment.
But once you get here to the grand finals, win a map in the grand finals, and it feels so close, that pressure comes back. That expectation, even with the stand-in, comes back.
Suddenly it all becomes real. A victory on Nuke, and they find themselves champions in Dallas. They'll have money back here for G2. Flames stays on the MP9. He's yet to get a kill here, Flames. Would love to get off that goose egg now. The rest of his teammates have just been killing everybody. Next to blow open that door again. ZywOo dodges out the initial utility, but it's a ramp aggression from Flames. Charging full with Mezzi. What a sick call from Vitality. It catches G2 off guard. And that's m0NESY and Nexa both gone instantly.
That's so disruptive, especially after you just saved it around.
And he's sticking around.
Yeah, he is. The smoke is still up. Why not? Stewie's looking the wrong way. Trades there for NiKo, but they've lost way too much. Vitality has started to really love mixing in a lot of this hyper aggression on the CT side. That's a well-executed lobby crunch. And so quickly, Hunter's the only one remaining, but he's switched on. He's got the bomb in 1 minute.
The time certainly helps. The fact he has the bomb on his back will assist him. But Spinks has that cross, and there's no getting past that clothesline.
Spinks and Mezzi have delivered 2 big rounds at the upper bomb site to give Vitality this lead. And now you mix in a little bit of craziness, and G2's not going to know what to expect from your defensive side. We saw some frustration on NiKo's face a couple rounds back. This round he gets spammed down through smoke, completely blind. That's frustration he'll have to manage to try and lead this team to a map 3 victory.
Squeaky flash getting set up for Stewie. It's about to be an upper bust from G2, and at the front of the attack is Stewie 2K. The spearhead is gone. m0NESY's Molly burns away Hunter, and G2's attack has stalled out. Molly spreads down off the hut, and it's just too chaotic for G2. They can't handle it. And it's Vitality with 5 rounds now. They dispatch of those pistols.
Let's see what Vitality decide to do here. They actually, I mean, if they wanted to, we know they have options available to them. Timeout's going to be called by G2. ZywOo can pick up an AWP if they want to have some kind of a change-up. They haven't shown it yet. G2 hasn't had to face it. They go against that idea for now. It's G2 who need to find a way to make this defense move and shift across the map. These upper executes are going to be tough to trade out of now that Vitality have all the utility and all the weapons. A 2-round lead as the pressure mounts.
And this in-game leader battle is going to get more difficult as it goes on for NiKo to combat against the calls of Apex. He was disruptive in the previous round for Vitality CT side. NiKo heads outside. ZywOo is here to try and match the force of G2 heading towards his position. Mezzi, in the meantime, is taking Nexa out of the round, so G2 feel like they have to accelerate, and what a shot from Stewie! Right through the eyes of ZywOo. NiKo tapping away. Further 2 kills for G2 off the back of NiKo. Mezzi descends down the vent. He's trying to arrive there in time.
And Mezzi has ruined everything a number of times.
And he's got Flames with him this time too. He's not alone. He's not alone. Flames peeks up and sweeps 2 away. G2 lose NiKo and m0NESY, and it's Hunter. Hunter with a minute left again.
I don't know if did they see the second player? Did they see Mezzi down there as well? I don't think Hunter realizes it now. He's got to go.
Oh, they're going to double up together. This is going to be difficult, but overstepping the mark is Flames. Mezzi doesn't want to give away the fact that he's in this position, but Hunter is extremely aware of that. He does not want to fight towards Mezzi, and Mezzi is going to take a few steps back.
Mezzi's being kept honest by the fact that Hunter just has the bomb now, and he can actually go back to the upper bomb site, so he shifts a little bit closer over towards vents. But it's a guessing game for both of these players now.
Mezzi begins to move.
Hunter's been the hottest hand that G2 has here on Nuke, 12-5. They need this victory. All right, crowd, don't let him play with you like that.
Mezzi into the vent. Hunter to plant at the back of the bomb site, punches those digits in. He's considering all different positions now, looking at Heaven. But Mezzi makes noise, and Hunter now has the perfect positioning to deal with this. Mezzi is giving him everything he needs. And Hunter slips the net. He gets in behind. It's not planning for him. And Mezzi considers the fact that he could have pushed into the hut. In fact, he's fixated upon that and now knows. He now knows that he has to be towards hut. And Hunter, that defuse tap is a little worrying for him. He has to go into the open. And he maybe outplays himself. Mezzi with yet another moment for vitality.
Yeah, puts himself in a weird disadvantage to where you can't really fully be confident he's not on the defuse. Oh, all the important swing rounds are going the way of Vital. It's the pistol round and the conversions. That's all G2 have. Mezzi has come to play in these playoffs.
And the difference for G2 throughout this tournament is the fact that they would be winning those rounds, right? They'd be winning those clutches, those moments that keep them in the game. Stewie going for the fast play through the smoke into it, stopped by Spinks, but it ain't stopping for G2. Hunter sprinting out, some speed behind this play, and G2 as the Samurai sliced their way through this top bomb site.
Oh, one more through the smoke, insult to injury. Flames gonna desperately try to recover the round. Flashbang is in, 1 headshot is there.
But he takes a lot of damage.
Both stuck up in Heaven.
Oh, Flames gets over the top again. ZywOo's held back by the flash, and he's caught. NiKo chops him up. And G2 with a simple but effective call into that upper site managed to gain themselves a 4th T round.
Yeah, that's using Braun. Trading in, good job from Hunter trading off Stewie coming out of that door smoke. Finding the foothold into the bomb site. And that allows all of G2 to spread out and find some fights. Instantaneous headshot from m0NESY. And NiKo at this distance is... Now we get the AWP in round 11 for the final 2 rounds of Vitality CT side. ZywOo's got that parked up in Heaven.
Quicker variation of these outside smokes, they'll pop together. G2 can move behind them quite swiftly, and in fact, they're not going to cross behind Red. They'll go with a different approach.
Yeah, but Apex's position is perfect for this.
It is, it detects it if they come in towards main. Apex has got the spot, but NiKo, is he going to think about this? No, he steps into the open. Apex knows the second player is there, and m0NESY cannot afford to let that bomb go down, so he tosses it back, and he moves towards Secret instead.
Apex saw one backing off. That was Hunter, so he might think it's clear outside. Stewie's gone down to Flames. Nexus finding nothing in this hut lurk, and if he steps forward into the open, Mezzi's gonna find him. m0NESY tapping away, had a chance. Apex toying with him, but he